Yay, we're live. Okay, there we go. Let me move this here. Good morning, good morning. Yes, there we are.
Hi.
Jackie's here. Hey, Beatrice.
Good morning.
I think, well, your audio doesn't seem to be connected yet.
My audio.
Hey, Jackie, so good to see you here. Yay, feel like a VIP today. Amazing.
Thank you. Excuse the hair, I've been sewing all day.
Good. Hey, Maria. It seems that you're still connecting your audio, no problems. Let's see who's on Facebook with us. Say hi. Let me know that you are there. I want to see you say hi so that I can speak to you. Vivi is joining us as well. Amazing. I think the party is going to be wild in this group today. How are you ladies doing?
Good, thanks. And you?
I still cannot hear you. I don't know what's wrong with your audio, Beatrice.
Everything's on. It says it's connected.
Sometimes it's a matter of signing off and back on. Sometimes it's the mic. Let me try and hear you. Jackie, can you say hi?
Hi, you all right?
And you?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Good.
I think, yeah, so Jackie said hi. Maria is still connecting her audio, so is Vivi. And I think Beatrice is back now, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna listen to her now. Vivi, say hi so I can just make sure that you're there.
I am here. I'm just trying to adjust my camera.
Oh, right, wonderful. Okay, so it's working. Beatrice, try again. Now I see that you are on mute, so it will not work, but I believe it will be fine now.
Yeah. Do you hear me now?
Aha, there you
Okay.
are.
Yeah, it said everything was fine on my end, but all good.
Well, we just never know. Yeah, or maybe connections. We just never know. Let's see. Joe is joining. Amazing. Joy Harvey, my friend. So glad to have you here. Hey, welcome. We're just about to begin. I'm just waiting for everyone to sign in. And this is going to be a very nice day. Oh, Claire, what are you doing there, Claire? Join us. Come to Zoom. Claire, jump up. Come. All right, ladies. So it's Saturday, and today is day 6 of a 5-day challenge. What makes it like super incredible that a 5-day challenge can actually have 6 days? No, our 5-day challenge is going to have like 7 days. So, and the reason for that is I wanted to concentrate on very, very important content during the 5 days of the challenge. But there's just so much that I have to share with you that I could not stop at day 5, right? So this is it. We are here for day 6. And then tomorrow we're going to wrap up with a little bit more of blessings and talking more about like how important it is for us to really remember that the biggest reason for us to style up and step up and really dress to express is because there is God in us, because we know that he deserves that we honor the body, the life he has given us, so that we shine, so that we can be the house where God shines, Beletza in ourselves. Okay, so if you have not learned what bellezza is, you have to go back and watch our recording from Wednesday. If it's not Wednesday, it was Tuesday that I explained what bellezza is. But you know what? Let me just like replay that live now. Bellezza is a word from Sanskrit. And that word actually means beauty. But the way bellezza came up is bellezza is actually not a word, but a phrase. And this phrase actually means the house where God shines. If you speak some Spanish or Portuguese, you will know that belleza is quite similar to beleza, which is the word beauty in Portuguese. So beauty is nothing but the house where God shines. That is, let me open the window so that there is no echo. And that is what we all want to become, right? This is why we style up. This is why we really think of our image and appearance as a way to honor the Lord and give back to him by being people who attract people who believe that loving the Lord is good because you look and feel good doing so, right? So this is, if not, I think I have to say that this is basically the most important message from the whole week, but there's just so much more that tomorrow we're going to go a little bit deeper, and I'm going to bring you some Bible verses that help us really be conscious that this is a good thing, that stopping and thinking about your appearance and investing your time in you is something that is positive. There is no sin in it. It's not vain, quite the contrary. And that brings me to the other point that I mentioned that day, that it is being vain is doing something because of what others will think and say, or not doing something because you are afraid of what people will think and say. So if you have a gift and you do not explore that gift because you are afraid that you are going to be showing off, that you are going to be out there and people will be talking about what you're doing, and you are afraid of what other people will think and say, that's being vain because you're not actually putting your gift out there, something that God has given you for you to be a person of his kingdom, and you are hiding behind that. So that is vain. If you're dressing up, if you're dressing to express, if you're styling up because you want other people to think that you're good, that you look good, that you're amazing, that you're better than them, that is being vain. However, if you're doing that for the good reasons, if you're doing that because you know you deserve it, because you are a child of God, because you have to honor the Lord who has made you, those are all the good reasons, and there is nothing wrong in doing that. And then we will do that from our hearts out, and we will become bellezas in ourselves. Okay, so that's what I wish for you, and that's the biggest takeaway that I hope you have had from this week. And of course, I also hope that you have understood and learned that there is a lot for you to improve in your personal image, and that you can put all of that in practice just by learning how those tools apply to you and your goals in life. And that is personal. That is something that happens, it's progressive. It's not overnight. So you do have to learn, apply, pile up your learning. And then within, say, 2-3 months, you will be there really confident that the image that you're portraying is the image that God wants you to show. Okay? So this is the whole reason why I've been here these days with you, and why I really want to help you dress to express. There is a lot more than what we see, and that's what I wanted to find through your appearance. Does that make sense for you? Yes?
Yes.
Great. Can I hear a good morning? Because like I'm super excited today. I really want to hear.
Morning.
Good morning. Yay.
Saturday.
Good morning. Yes. We are heading to the weekend, right? And then there's a lot to happen. But let's get started like officially then. Ladies, you must have got emails from me explaining everything that will be happening as a sequence to our challenge, okay? And I want to give you like a little bit of some framework of what the Dress to Express program will be like, okay? So in the program, it is not something that I will come and say, do this, but I will gather from you what you need, and together we will figure out the best action for your personal image to reflect your business goals. There is no recipe that fits everyone, and this is why I need a smaller group so that I can really cater to your needs and help you dress to express what your business is and what you want people to perceive from your image. So you will know your style, personality, and the tools to convey it. What are the tools? Fabric, pattern, texture, lines, color, fit. All of that we will figure out in a way that you will put them together to communicate what you need and want to communicate. We're going to discuss scale and proportion. And when it's about scale and proportion, you have to remember that we all come in perfect sizes, and these perfect sizes are different for everyone, okay? So because of our different sizes, our prints and our patterns, they will be different. It's a different scale for everyone. We can kind of measure that from your face. Your face is magical. It gives us hints on so much about the way you should choose clothes. We're gonna find out how to flatter your body by applying the golden mean rule. So the golden mean rule is the one that will teach you where you should stop the top, begin the bottoms, keep like from head to toe wearing the same color or whatever choice you're gonna make, because if you do not find the golden mean in your body, you're probably dressing for the wrong proportions, okay? We will find out the optimal ratio for perfect buys and a successful closet, meaning what you have in your closet has got to reflect your life, what you do on a daily basis, how often you do that, how many items do you have to really dress for that. It's so common that we have a closet ready for events we never go to. So we're going to really find clothes for the things that you belong, right? For what you do in your life. Tips for work. Yeah, well, tips that work for you because they reflect your business, personality, personal traits, and goals. So it is very, very customized to your needs, and you could go ahead and help someone do the same because of what you learned, but most likely if you do that, you're going to help that person convey your goals and your objectives, which I don't think is the best thing. This is why image consulting, style consulting is so personal. It's so catered to you, your needs, okay? That being said, ladies, the ones that have got the Zoom link, please join us. Don't stay in the Facebook group, because then it's your opportunity to make questions and really participate today and tomorrow, okay? So the theme for the day is buttons are up, and much more, of course. So why buttons are up? We've been talking about everything that we see right on screen, and that's the life we've had like these past, I don't know how many months already. It's like I'm trapped in the, what's the name of that movie?
Groundhog's Day.
Yes, I'm trapped in that. And every day I wake up, it's the same thing all over again. I don't even know when it's Monday or Saturday. Like it feels like it's the same every day. So we've been like in this time where everybody is more concerned about what we wear that people will see on camera, right? And it's right, it is the right thing to do. However, there are two things we have to remember. First, this is not gonna be like this forever. Thank the Lord, this will end. Be that because people are vaccinated or because it's gone away. Whatever the reason is, this will stop. There will be the day we will be out there meeting each other, and hopefully sooner than later. And then you will have to wear pants. You will have to wear a skirt. Please don't go out only wearing your tops. That's not gonna fly. It's not gonna be a good idea when this is all over. Okay, this works for Zoom, this works for this virtual life, but it doesn't work for real. You do have to know how to wear them. That's one. And the second reason is, even now that we are behind the camera, if you understand, and I remember Alicia posted about that, and I loved it. She said, I changed my sweater. It made me feel different. So because I've told you so many times already, what you wear works on what people will perceive of you, but it helps you feel in a different way. You get into a different mood because of what you wear. You look and feel, when you look more professional, you feel more professional. When you look more approachable and cozy, you just want to go like sit on the couch and watch TV. That's like this. So if you need some action, if you need to go like from someone who's sitting on the couch watching TV to taking action and maybe starting the business that is your dream, put on some pants, lady. Put on some pants and get your pants to work for you. They will give you that mood. They will give you the energy to go ahead and do things. If you are in sweatpants, you may feel like move around. You may feel like even going for a bike ride, or like I said, sitting on the sofa all day. If you wear pants, your body like sends this message to your brain that you are ready for action, that you're ready to work, that you can actually become someone productive in your business life, right? So regardless of being here virtually only on Zoom and not seeing people in person, wearing pants will help you. And when I say pants, please, people like ladies, like for instance, Claire is listening to me and going like, I don't wear pants, I only wear a skirt. Great, wear your best skirts to be at home, no problems. I'm a pant person. I'm actually a jeans person. So wearing a skirt and a dress is like, I have to think about it. Oh, how about wearing a dress today? And then that's an exercise. It's not second nature. I have to really think about it. So when I say pants, read in your mind, she means skirts also. That works, okay? But I have someone with us today who actually specializes in helping us feel amazing in the pants that will make us feel like working regardless, right? So I am actually, let me show you. I'm wearing one of her pants and I feel great, right? And because like, if you have already like felt my energy here, you know that I may not say everything I think, but everything I say is true, right? So if I haven't said that, it's because you haven't asked. But if you ask me, I will say the truth. And I was doubtful about her pants because I was like, okay, that's another brand that is out there, just like saying they're comfortable, saying they make a difference. And I tried them. And that's why I said, oh my gosh, I gotta bring her on, because people have to see what she offers. People have to see that it's possible to look good, feel comfortable, and commanding all like at the same time. So I want to introduce you to Beatrice, who's here. And she's the CEO and founder of Measure and Made, a brand you will fall in love with.
Thank you, Lisa.
Beatrice, please share with us. Let me bring you to the main screen as well.
Okay. I think obrigado, right? That's what the thank you is in Portuguese. Obrigado.
Obrigada. Yeah, actually, there is something about Portuguese. The words, they are gender, how do you say that? They change with the gender. So
Yes,
like
yes.
when you are saying thank you to a man, you say obrigado.
No.
When you are saying thank you to a lady, you say obrigada.
That makes sense. And all the romance languages are like that. And I actually learned that phrase about 20 years ago when I was hostessing at a restaurant and one of the servers was Portuguese, and that's how I learned to say thank you. And he was a male and I used to say obrigado. So that makes sense.
All right.
So probably longer than 20 years.
Yeah, like
But
I think
hi,
I
everyone.
sounded wrong. I think I sounded wrong. When you are a woman, you say obrigada,
Ah,
not to the man. When you are a woman, you say obrigada. If you're a
oh, okay,
man,
personal to you.
because that's how you feel towards the other person. So I'm sorry, I made it work hard for you. So obrigada.
Thank
There
you.
we are.
Obrigada. Hello, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be here, and this challenge and everything Alicia has put together is absolutely amazing. And I founded Measure and Made, and it is about clothes that are comfortable, clothes that give confidence. And the way that we do that is through shape. Most people don't know this, but the female apparel sizing standard hasn't been updated since the 1950s. And when it was created by the government as a way to help catalog sales. And it was done on a bunch of post-war women who were basically all the perfect hourglass figure, and basically fit from, working while all the men were at war. And that's how we have our sizing standard that everyone, every brand, every company has used ever since, which is why one brand doesn't match another. And if you buy a size 8 from brand A, it doesn't match brand B, right? Because everybody kind of has their own scale, and they do it based on one shape. And guess what? We all come in many different body types, shapes, and sizes. So I founded a company called Measure and Made. We have a unique and patented sizing system called Fit Logic, like I said, that focuses on shape, not size. And we've been able, through our research, to determine that about 95% of women fall into one of 3 shapes. If you're a shape 1, which is what I am, you're relatively straight overall. There's not as much definition between your waist and your hips. If you tend to gain or lose weight, it's usually in the stomach area, which I know is true for me. And you tend to have a flatter behind and thinner legs. If you're a shape 2, that is a true hourglass. You have a little bit more definition at the hips. And if you gain or lose weight, it's usually proportional throughout your body. And then if you're a shape 3, you're extremely curvy. You have a very small waist, but a larger booty and thighs. And those women usually have an issue where they have to buy their pants, sometimes 2 sizes bigger to accommodate their thighs. And then as a result, they've got this huge waist gap, and then they have to wear a belt to keep their pants from falling down. So for all these things, we've solved for that. And, even for a shape 1, I would have to buy pants or jeans that were bigger for my waist, and then they were too big, on my behind or on my legs, and just didn't look flattering. So I was tired of that. And I was tired of, going shopping, getting excited, going into a dressing room when we were still in stores, and then trying stuff on, and it didn't fit me well. It was too big, it was too small, it wasn't the way I wanted. And I'd say most women, or as women, we tend to personalize that. Oh, well, there's something wrong with me. These pants don't fit me. And it's not about that. It's that the brand didn't accommodate you. And basically they just took an average of a bunch of women and gave you this average size and said, here you go. And so I wanted to change that. I wanted to feel better. I wanted to know that every time I put my pants on, my jeans on, whatever it may be, that it was always going to fit me the same, and that it would give me that boost of confidence. It would make me feel empowered. And, I think that women associate the fact that, pants, jeans, well, they're not really made to be comfortable. Like, they're made for me to go out or to go to work, and, but they're not really comfortable. They just, if I could find a brand that fits me, then great. But I'm here to tell you that that's not true. And I was able to have Lisi try a pair of our jeans, and she loved them, was able to experience them herself. I'm wearing our black skinny jeans today, and I feel great. Like, normally in other brands, I would sit down, I'd be wearing my jeans, and because I gain all my weight in my stomach, they'd be cutting off my circulation. So now with mine, because like I said, each shape is contoured to you, that my jeans, because I'm a shape 1, are bigger in the waist area, but they fit me perfectly they fit me in my waist perfectly and they fit me everywhere else perfectly. And I can sit here and it literally feels like I'm wearing a pair of leggings, even though they're actually jeans because they were made for me. So I wanted to, you know, bring that to the masses to say, guess what? Your jeans, your pants, we have shorts, we have capris. We really specialize in bottoms right now with our unique system, but they can be comfortable. And guess what? If they are comfortable and they look good, they give you that confidence you need to feel good about yourself, right? And I'm sure everybody feels good about themselves, but I don't know, I got dressed this morning and I put on, you know, a pretty top and I put on some makeup and I put on my jeans and I feel polished. I feel, you know, put together, and it makes me happier. I mean, I've always been that way, and everybody, you know, maybe treats that differently, but I think it aligns. That's why Lisa and I, you know, we thought that we'd make a great team together because it really aligns with her belief, my belief, that, you know, you just, if you feel good about yourself, it changes your perspective on everything. And it's not for other people, it's for you. And I feel that, like, you know, she does it by helping with the styling, and I'm doing it by saying, here, you can have comfortable jeans, you can have comfortable pants, and you can feel good about yourself. So I'll show you mine. I know she showed you hers. It may be hard to see, but I don't have as much room to back up. But I've got the black skinnies on, and you know, they fit like they're made for me. So and that's that's a little bit about the brand and what we're trying to do. We launched in 2019. And, you know, we were starting to take off. We were able to, you know, get out there, and our reviews are amazing. Like, women, when they really try it and they get their fit the first time, you know, you have to take a quick quiz. It's about 60 seconds and it gives you your unique size and shape combination. We try to be as inclusive as possible. Our sizes go from size 0 to 28. And then we have 3 shapes per size, as I mentioned. So we have 3 times as much inventory as, you know, possibly other brands or other retailers because of our shape system. And, you know, we're really trying to make a difference out there. You know, the pandemic did hurt us in the sense that, you know, we didn't finish getting our message out there to everyone, and they think, oh, well, I'm home and, you know, jeans and pants are uncomfortable, so I'm going to wear my leggings, I'm going to wear my sweatpants. But that's because they've never experienced ours and don't realize that they can wear jeans and pants that are comfortable. So, you know, that's really what I'm trying to do. And I really believe in it. And I know Lisa does too.
I do. And I actually was like speaking to a few people these days about how much I liked them, right? And you mentioned something now about like feeling like you're put together, even though you are like in jeans or whatever else, and that it's easy. The one thing that I'd like to mention for people who are like jeans people like me, when you're choosing jeans, you can be like really, really professional, of course, depending on your business, if you're not in the corporate world, wearing denim jeans, because it will depend on the wash you choose. It depends on the wash, it depends on the stitching, it depends on the cut, right? And when you wear clothes that fit, you are already a step ahead in looking polished, right? The biggest problem with people when they go buy clothes, and I mentioned that the other day here, when we think of men, they go shopping and they know that they will not bring their clothes home right away. They need to be tailored. Us women, we want to bring the bags home and we wanted to wear it right away. And we forget that we come, you know, shapes and sizes, and that the clothes that are out there, they're not for all shapes and sizes, right? They are for the standard that such brand thought that would fit well. So what I liked about your brand is that I can go there, I can specify what my body is like, and based on that, I'm gonna have pants that fit me, right? It's not like I'm going to go shopping for something and then I'm gonna bring them home. And what happens, like when I buy jeans, like 100% of the times, except for now, I do have to have the waist tailored to my waist, because that's something about Brazilians. We usually have like a very narrow waist, and then we have a bigger hips, right? We have like the Brazilians are either like hourglasses or they are pear-shaped women. That's like 100%. And then some are bigger in the top. But because of that, every time I buy jeans, I have to buy them a size that is bigger than mine, so they will fit my thighs and my behind, but then they will be too loose in my waist. So this is why I was like, okay, I'll try it. But when I put them on, it's like, not only did they fit me well, but it seems that they hug me. I feel like my pants are hugging me. And it's like, I'm a sporty personality style. And I move around a lot. Well, you've seen, I'm here and I can't stop, right? When I talk, I'm moving, and that's me. So I can actually do whatever I want wearing these pants. And it's not like I have to go back and put them in place. So it feels like I'm in an infomercial right now, showing you ladies what these pants are all about. But it's only because I believe in that. I like it. And because of that, I brought Beatrice here. But we're not here only showing her pretty face. She's here to show her pretty face, but also she's got like two special things for you. One is all of you ladies will have a discount code to check on her pants, okay? Not the ones she's wearing, that's hers. The ones you will get for yourself. So you're gonna go to Measure and Made, okay? And your discount code is, guess what? Dress to Express. Super easy, okay? You're gonna get 20% discount off whatever pants you get. If you want 1, 2, 3, like it's 20% off for each of you. So that discount code is for everyone. But one of you will get a free pair today, okay? And it's one of you that like is actually like watching live. You have to be live for this. So we're gonna wait a bit to see how many people are gonna join, who's actually joining, because I'm gonna go and do like the inventory of who's live in about like, I don't know, what time is it now? It's 11:30. Let's say, Beatrice, how long do you still have to be with us here?
About another half hour.
Okay, so when it's time for you to jump off, we're gonna do that. Okay, so in about half hour, we're gonna spin the wheel and see who's winning a pair of pants. Okay, all of the other ones will have like 20% off, and we'll be able to enjoy her pants. Like I said, not hers, the ones you will buy because she's not hers already. Okay, so let's go back here to, please feel free to be with us throughout the session and share your comments and thoughts as well. I'm only going to unpin you for now. And I want to ask you all ladies, let me have this going. Oh, I like it. I like that the room is full. Lisa, Grace, Joe, Claire. Oh, great to see you all. And then I hope I can see Maria and Vivi as well later. Great, there we go. Ladies, so far, what questions would you have to ask Beatrice about her brand, how she came up with that, or anything that you would like to know?
I have a question, which is, I know it sounds weird, but do they make sounds depending on the material that they're made? Do they make sound when you wear them?
Oh, I understand what you mean. Do they swish when you walk? No, I mean, not in my experience. I know what you're saying. I've had jeans that do that, or my thighs rub together, but I don't think that they do. I don't, it's definitely not a customer complaint I've received.
I know, I'm a voice actor. And it's very important for me that my clothes do not interfere in my recordings.
Absolutely.
I've had that problem. I mean, I've had friends who literally had to strip inside their recording booth because their pants were, making too much sound and the microphone was picking up the noise. So I'm always looking. So what ends up happening is that I'm always wearing very, cottony and very ugly clothing because they don't make any sounds. They're very silent clothing. So I always ask that question and people find it weird, but that's the reason why.
Got it. No, to my knowledge, and from what I've been told, it's definitely not something that I've heard.
Okay.
Before I let Grace speak, let me ask you something, Vivi. Okay, that today, I guess I have read no complaints. It seems that my microphone is working, right? So that plastic sticker that was in front of the microphone yesterday was the cause of all plans, of all hard listening that you had. And I'm sorry for that. I apologize already. But I'm bringing that up because, Vivi, you probably have more sensitive ears than anyone here because you're used to really paying attention to voice and sound. I've been wearing these pants like since the beginning of our session, and actually I wore them yesterday as well. Can you pick any different sound because of the pants?
But there is a difference. The microphone that you use is probably the microphone that you have in your laptop. That's a different one. That's an embedded microphone. So it's basically called a very hyper-directional microphone, and it's not going to pick up. The ones that I use are omnidirectional, or they're cardioid. I mean, it's too much tech involved, but basically the microphones that I use are like $5,000, $10,000 microphones.
Okay.
And they capture every tiny little sound. I mean, depending on the food that I've had an hour before, they will sound differently. So it is, and that's what it is. And right now it is the time of voice, right? Especially because that's the one part of creative production that can actually be made from home. This technology is getting more and more, developed. So mics pick up everything, but the type of mics that I'm used to, the ones that are from the mic or from the cell phone, they already filter a lot of the noise ambiance. So you don't have to worry about that. And no, they're very silent clothing. They're very well-behaved clothing.
Good. I was just curious. Grace, what was your question? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask something similar to Joe about the fabric, because I really like Beta brands, and I only wear that now because it's so comfortable and I work so much from home. So I'm just curious about the stretchability and, what type of fabric. Is it breathable? And, it's very hot in Austin most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wear something that has a lot of polyester, of course it looks, it might look better because it doesn't need to be ironed, but then it's not breathable and I get all sweaty. Right. So that's an issue for me. So
great question.
Understood. Yes. No. The pants are breathable. They're really good for all climates, and it's funny. A lot of people post that in the reviews that they're like, oh, I live in Florida, and I feel like they're lightweight enough for me. They're great. The jeans are a cotton poly blend. Our pants do have poly in it, but they've got rayon and everything else, and they're a blend. They're not like Beta brand also speaks to their comfortability. They have some great ads out there, and they focus on the stretch. We have stretch in our pants to make the fabric pliable, but the shape system is really what makes it contoured to you. So yes, there's stretch, which helps with the comfort factor, but because of the shape system, that's really what makes it tailored to you. Because I know there's a lot of brands out there right now that are doing like, oh, it doesn't matter what size you are, you could just wear our jeans because they stretch and they'll be contoured to you. And we don't do it necessarily based on stretch. We have stretch, for support, for recovery, right? You don't want to put your jeans on and then they stretch out 5 times the size and don't come back. So you need stretch for that reason. We only have 4% spandex in our pants and our jeans for that reason, but you don't, the blends of the fabric and rayon and all that is also what provides the comfort. But that coupled with the shape system is really what makes it contoured to you. But it's not rigid by any means.
Are all the pants the same kind of fabric in the same blend, or are they different?
We have if we're talking, our jeans are essentially all the same blend, where it's the cotton poly blend. And then our pants, we have a trouser pant, a skinny ankle, we have a classic pant, and another ankle. One's a front zip, one's a side zip, and those are more like a dress fabrication. And then we also have our shorts and our capris, which is what we call more of our casual career, and they're pants that have more of the cotton in them. They're almost like a sateen fabrication, if you're familiar with that. So that's the difference in the fabrication between the pants. And all shorts and capris are that fabric.
Thank you.
This is Lisa. I have a question. I just went and grabbed my favorite kind of jeggings, I guess, if you will. I got them at a consignment shop called Zippy Chicks when I was traveling to Vermont. The
Nice.
brand is Just Black. And see, they're pretty stretchy. I absolutely love them. And it's like cotton blend, like 57.1% cotton. I don't know what modal is. It's
Modal, it's another brand of cotton.
Oh, okay. And then it's 62 or 6.4%. What's T400?
T400?
Yeah, and then 1.1% lycra, but they've got a lot of stretch. I just love these jeans. Like they're just like so comfortable.
Those are definitely true jeggings, right? Where they're like jean leggings and they've got the stretch to them, which is great. Ours aren't going to be that stretchy. Like I said, because of the shape system, they're contoured, but they have stretch. You know, they have what you call, there's two-way stretch, there's four-way stretch. So, you know, two-way you can pull it and it still moves. Four-way you could pull it this way, you could pull it this way, and it will stretch in all those directions.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys want, I'll pull it up and I can give you the exact fabric content if everybody wants to know specifically.
You know, these ladies are so curious, and I currently emailed this week saying we have had amazing content this week because of the smart questions they ask. They make me go deeper all the time.
That's
So
great.
I wouldn't be surprised if they actually wanted to know the plan in detail. Joy asked about where the waist sits. From experience, I can say that was one of the questions that I actually asked Beatrice because, and this is something, ladies, that you are going to learn in the Dress to Express, because this is something very, very particular to you. We all have our waist in thesis at the right, at the same spot, okay? It's around the belly button area. However, it's how long of this medium area that you have that will make a difference as if you should wear low waist, high waist, or regular waisted pants. Okay, so it depends on the size of this measurement that you cannot see, but that it's this here that goes from your hip to the how do you call this? This line here is the
crotch area. Basically from your crotch area to your waist is your rise.
It is a bit, it depends because it will sit differently depending on how long your pants are, but it's around the crotch area. Exactly. It's another word that I'm trying to remember, I will when it's no longer needed because my memory goes like this. So it sits like mine exactly at my waist. And I believe it's because of the right choice that I made when I was like putting in all of the information about my body. So once you actually also know like where, like if you have a high hip or a low hip, because that's the thing. If you have a high or low hip, it will make a difference in wearing high-waisted, low-waisted, or regular waisted pants. Machine washable and iron. Mine, I don't have to iron, and I wash in the machine 100%.
Yep, machine washable. So the jeans, they're all machine washable. They can, you can hang them to dry, you can put them in the dryer, or you can dry clean them. Everybody has the option to do whatever they'd like. I actually wash and put, my jeans, obviously I wash and put right in the dryer. My pants, I also wash and put in the dryer. And most of the time, I don't have to iron them. It all depends, I guess, on what's in there. Sometimes, you have heavier clothes and things like that. But I usually just wash and dry them, and you can do light iron as well.
Go ahead, Grace.
See, this brings up an important style question that I've been struggling with my entire life. I have a really short waist. So I have two questions. One is, what would be the best pants, style that would look best on me with a short waist, and two is, when I have worn pants over my career that fit me and sit at my waist, I look like Urkel. My sister used to make fun of me all the time that I look like, that TV show Urkel, and I just look like a goofball. And so I've always struggled with, how do I do that? So I'm curious for both of your perspectives on what would be the best way to wear, which pants, and also how to address that issue. from a stocking.
Okay, well, I don't know what Urkel is, so I cannot relate to that. I cannot.
Urkel would wear his pants all the way up to here.
Ooh, okay, I get it. Yeah, so most likely it's because you're wearing high-waisted pants when you have a low waist. That's like one thing. Second, it would be like if we measure your torso and then we know if your torso fits in like the full 2 heads that it should, or if it fits in maybe 1.5 heads or only, like making you even shorter, then I would go with playing with lines, playing with color, right? Sometimes it's about being like wearing something that is more fitted rather than loose.
That's what I was going to say as well.
Yeah, it depends on, because remember when I said the other day, it's not about like having one only choice to solve the problem, the issue that you're facing. You're going to have multiple options depending on everything else you're coordinating with. Okay, so if your pants sit perfectly, most likely it will be easier for you to find tops that will go well with that. If your pants do not, then you're going to have to work harder to find the top to go with, because if one is enhancing some positive aspect and the other one becomes a problem, then you have to camouflage the other, right? So it depends on what aspect you're bringing in each area. Many times something that works perfectly and that will never be a problem is going monochromatic, because then you will not stop at your waist. When you look, it's like it's a full image from head to toes. And this is something that the eye stops at changes. The eye stops at what is different. So if you start like here wearing something and you go down, like today I'm wearing this much longer shirt. If you look at me, it will feel like my torso is much longer than it is, because you will stop looking at me just like at the hem of the shirt, where it's like in the middle of my thigh, and I don't have such a long torso, right? So when you wear something that is monochromatic, you do not stop at any point, so you do not go through that issue. It makes it much simpler. So that is one way to avoid that problem completely. But if you're going with different colors, then we are going to have to look at the fit of each item that you're wearing to make sure that we have to work on the bottom or maybe the top to give you the best fit.
Okay, because I did know that, yeah, it does. I mean, it definitely was easier when I was a size 4. All my tailored suits were size 4. And when I was at that size, I mean, you know, everything looked great. And then when I gained weight and I got to size 6 or size 8, that's where it becomes problematic, because it's just, you know, everything just seems to be harder to look good at that. So, but I get, you know, with the monochromatic, that has worked. So thank you for that.
Yeah, it works a lot. Everything that if the eye does not stop, you're going down like straight from up to bottom. That's something that will make you look leaner, will make you look longer, taller, and there won't be any hard stop in the middle, right?
And I think for bottoms, from a bottoms perspective, a slimmer leg would probably complement you better versus a fuller leg, because if you're shorter waisted and then you have a fuller leg, it kind of all blends together, versus the slimmer leg, you know, probably will help you shine a bit more because it'll hug your silhouette, giving you length. So for what we had.
Yeah, what you're saying makes a lot of sense, but there is something else that I would have to ask her, which is like, where does she gain weight? Because if she does gain weight on her hips, and then if she goes with something that's too fitted, she's gonna have like that carrot look. And the carrot look is when you bring like it's so close to your body that it looks like you are too thin down there and you're not strong enough to hold your weight. It makes you look weak at the ankles.
Right.
So when you have like a pear-shaped body, that your hips are wider and then you have thin ankles, I would suggest not going too tight, especially knees down.
That's why I said slim, not skinny.
Yeah.
Like our skinny ankle is slim. It skims your leg, but there's still room at the ankle. That's our pant. And I actually wore that one on Thursday, and I really like it because it's not 100% fitted, but it's still is shapely, so to speak.
I found that
Yeah.
the boot cut tends to look better on me, but I've wondered if that's still in style, if I look too dated by wearing that style.
Boot cut jeans are coming back. I don't know, Lee, it's actually been a really great seller for us. We sold out of it, and we actually have more hitting at the end of the month, which I'm excited about. And it's funny that the silhouettes, particularly in jeans right now, the trend is wide leg and all this stuff, which actually does not look good on me. So again, it's good to know what's trending, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like I could never wear the true wide leg that's trending now, but I could wear a boot cut because that's like a combo of both. So, I mean, I don't know if Lisi disagrees, but I do think that the boot cut is actually coming back in style.
Good,
So,
thank you.
Yeah, and what I will add to that is, remember what I said the other day, it doesn't matter if it's something that is fashionable and it doesn't flatter your body, it's not fashionable to you, so it makes no sense buying it. However, if it's not fashionable and you want to really be somehow trendy, what I suggest you do is do not go to the extremes of that trend. So for instance, okay, boot cuts are not trendy right now, but your body needs that. So what do? You get those that are not that exaggerated. You get those that will help your body, but will not stand out as in she's outdated. Okay. So you find the way in the middle, and that will help you. And that goes for everything else, right? I'm just using this as an example, but this is like, for instance, I like to look really up to date, but a certain color doesn't look good on me. Okay, there is always one shade of that color that will look good on you. So for instance, everyone like who knows now that the colors of the year are gray and yellow. Okay. Well, okay, maybe that gray is not your gray, but there will be a gray that works for you. So look for that gray. Maybe that yellow is not your yellow. Look for another yellow that will complement you. Yellows are particularly hard for people who have cooler undertone. That is more challenging. Go with icy yellow. Icy yellow is the best yellow for people who have cooler undertone. Let's see if we have questions in the Facebook. Ladies, I cannot see your comments here. So please type in if you have questions so that we can help you today. Any more questions here in our group?
As in icy, like ice yellow, icy, like.
I see like a popsicle, I see like ice cream yellow, yeah, something like this. When something freezes, yeah, that's exactly the thought. When something freezes, the color changes a bit, right? So think of yellow as it was in the freezer. That's the yellow for cooler undertone.
Looked over it. Is that why?
No, it's not cool like trendy. It's cool like really frozen.
Is that like why you put the film over that purple dress on the celebrity? Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes and no. It is because I wanted to show how that color had to be toned down. It had to be softer to look better on her. But yeah, it was not the best color because it was too cool for her. Mm-hmm. Right? She doesn't have like a cool undertone, so that wouldn't work for her. If I really wanted to have changed it, that's actually a very good suggestion. I'll take it the next time I do it. If I wanted to have changed that color into something that looked warmer to complement her other color characteristic as much, I would have to have made that filter yellowish. Mm-hmm. Then I would have turned that color into a warmer tone. But then playing with like filters like that, it's never the exact thing that would happen if she had chosen the right color herself. Right. Yeah. But yes, you brought up something super intelligent and important. Thank you. Let's see. Yes, Claire looks great. By the way, yes, people, I agree. What a dress. Really, yeah. What a dress. Your talent, Claire, cannot be hidden. Really, your talent is amazing. And if there was something that was like common sense, is that your talent is a Oscar winning talent. Go ahead. Go ahead. You really, really will rock it. You just have to believe in yourself and make it happen. It's amazing. Joe, Jackie, Maria, even Claire, what questions do you have? And Alicia, you are so quiet today.
I have a question.
Great.
Do your, we call them trousers in England. So do your trousers have metal fastenings? Because I'm super allergic to anything metal.
Yes, they do. I mean, we have our side zip style, which has very basic on the inside, and it does not have a metal fastener, but it does have a metal zipper. The pull is zipper, so I don't know if that would irritate you.
No, it's actually the stud, the actual button on the jeans. That's the bit that really irritates me.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and that stemmed from a long time ago when I had my ears pierced at 16 years old. And I was told they were real gold and they weren't.
Wow.
And I suffered seriously, really badly. And ever since then, if it's not 100% pure gold, I can't wear it.
Well, you can always upgrade your pants to golden buttons and golden studs and everything. It will look awesome. I want those. I want those.
What we will be launching at the end of the month, well, early next month, for the first time ever, our first pull-on pant by Shape. It's definitely more of a casual pant, though. It's a jogger, and it does have a metal zipper on the outside, but not on the inside. But I don't know if your hand brushed up against it, if that would irritate you or not. But it wouldn't have it on the waist.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you.
Great. Janet, welcome. Janet is joining us now. So ladies, any more questions regarding the pants, or maybe can we go ahead and see who's gonna win the free pair? I would like you, while I'm like adding up like the names to the list so that I can spin the wheel. What I want you to do is I want you all to have your microphones open, and I want you to share your greatest takeaway so far, okay? Because maybe what you have learned is different from what someone else has learned, and you can all exchange experiences right now. So now you are the rock stars rolling the Zoom while I will make the list of people, okay? Count on you. Go ahead.
Well, I'll start. I made a video about 3 of my biggest takeaways, and so you can see that in the Facebook group, but I'll just add one more. You know, in the work that I do, I teach human design, and that helps you know yourself, love yourself, and learn self-care. And what I realized in this challenge is that self-care, I'm really redefining that in terms of how I take care of my look, my image, and that I like the way that I look, and I like the way that I feel. And that was a breakthrough for me, because I was really stuck on the what is natural, what do I look like when I get out of bed, and how I should be authentic to that. But I didn't always like the way I looked, or I didn't feel like that was my best look. So obvious reasons, I'm sure, like Alicia said, you know, we don't always necessarily look the best when we roll out of bed. So just taking care of that and making that connection between self-love and self-care and image. So that was really big for me. Thank you.
Who's up next? How about Claire? Do you have a takeaway? I love your hair as well.
Oh, thank you. Well, it was on one of the earlier days, Lisi was telling us about our Bele Zata and what this, she explained to us because I felt it too, in a way, but it's hard to explain to people because it seems like it's a vanity, but it's hard to explain to people what that connection is, why you feel it so strongly, and why you want to share it with other people. Why? Because I make custom clothes for people. It's hard for me to explain because I connect that with my faith in a way, and I've just never had words for it before. But Lacey explained it so well, and I was just like, oh, yes, yes.
That's great. I think that's great. Who's next? What about Alicia? Since
Well, I think it's just the awareness. I'm always talking with my clients about awareness, but I really had never thought about the awareness of what am I coming across as, or what am I, I guess kind of we think about ourselves and the selfishness of, what do I feel like this morning or whatever. So to be able to put it in that different perspective of, okay, what do they need to see or what do they need? But also the why I'm doing it in the sense of, what are the habits, patterns, or whatever that are shaping those things. And I think she said a really interesting thing too yesterday about, when a season's over, you need to let it go. And, this is a new season, and to, let the old season go. Okay, so we're going to a new season. What do I really want that to look like? So just lots of good things to think about all at the same time. And again, that we are reflecting his glory, and that we too can actually be art. I've been thinking about art as, in jobs of creativity or whatever we're designing, or, watercolor, however we want to express, but we too are art. And how do we want to be creatively expressing the color, design, style, texture, whatever. So just so many things to think about. It's kind of mind blowing.
Oh, I think it's great. No, and I think that's right too, right? It's so easy to look back because it's something that happened and you can reflect on it and judge it. But sometimes it's harder to look forward, but it's better, just wash it away and on.
Absolutely. And not that it's really bad, but it's just the past. So what is new?
Right. Lisa?
Well, I think I shared on my video my favorite tip about where to place your necklace. I had never heard that before, but I really resonate too with Lacey, and I've always been about beauty. I worked with a career coach, and I was trying to articulate that with him, just seeing beauty. I have a high aesthetic kind of need, or whatever you call it. I just really enjoy just arranging little vignettes of things, like and thought about a career in fashion merchandising, but decided to go into marketing. And just always had an interest. Like, I used to wear my slip over my dresses when I was a little girl because I thought the lace on the slip was prettier, and I liked the way my red socks looked with white sandals because I thought I had ugly feet. I'm like, all these things. And when I was in high school, I used to I had my mom and my two sisters' wardrobes to select from, and people thought that I wore an outfit once and threw it away because I just was good at just mixing it up and mixing and matching. And then there was like an award for the best dressed in our school, and there were a group of friends who they all voted for each other for each of the awards that you could win. And years later, the one that they kind of awarded the best dressed admitted to me, yeah, that should have gone to you. But I ended up going into marketing because I thought that I could do more with that. And then I used to shop, the Oval Room with designer clothes. And my mom I commented on this in the comment section, that I used to think it was superficial or pretentious to be in vain to focus so much on fashion. And that's why I chose not to do something like fashion merchandising, why I thought that I'll go into business, I'll do marketing, but I haven't been happy in it. So long story short, I'm really thinking about doing something different. And a friend of mine forwarded to me the invitation to this, that I had wondered whether there would be a market to do something related to being a stylist or image consultant. I've worked retail between marketing jobs before, and I just love the aha moment when, I can look at a garment on a hanger and just know a certain cutted clothing is going to look good on a certain woman's body type. And it just brings me so much joy to help women to do that. And then I helped a woman who has like a stylist business once, just volunteered to help her, and helped a woman find this Michael Kors fur vest that she got so many compliments on. The next time she saw me, she just raved about, like, you're really good at this. And I'm like, Well, I just really enjoy helping women. So thank you for this opportunity. Sorry, that was very long and I only gave the
This
one.
was not long. It was like, I have to say something, and I hope you have read my emails, because then you will know that I've been talking about this, and this is what I have said like all the way. What I do primarily, my main business, I train women to become image and style consultants. That's my main business, right?
Yeah.
I have trained like over 100 women already, and I would love to talk to you more about your dream. And if you feel that's a fit, I would love to be the person to hold hands with you and make your dream happen.
Okay.
Right? So let's talk about it. Like, I'm really thrilled that you feel like that. And let me say something else about that to everyone. When I began bringing this thing that like God would be in the middle of my business, that it would be like God-centered, I had so many people coming back to me and saying two things. First, God and fashion don't go together. And two, how are you going to choose your clients based on their faith? And I was like, it really brought me down in the beginning. I was like, okay, so I'm not doing it. And it took me a while to really go like, you know what? Why am I not doing what I love when I have my own business? There is no boss around me saying what I have to do or not. So why am I not doing what I love? And why am I just doing things? Because that's the way people do it. And then it took me a while. I had my spiritual mentor help me figure out things. And two things came up. First, the fashion market is maybe one of the markets that needs the most that people like us go there and shine the light of God. If we do nothing about it, it will continue being exactly what it is: darkness, pride, vanity. And people will never learn that fashion is not about products. It's about you feeling good. So we have to break down that barrier and go there and say, you know what? God has got to be here. This is one of the places that needs God the most. And once we start doing it, we're going to be helping so many people, so many people. There is this project. I know two people who are involved with. They are Brazilians. What they do is they volunteer and they go to each New York Fashion Week. And they go there only to pray for the models, with the models, because those girls suffer like crazy. The things they're forced to do, the things they face in that career, no one should face. The way people look at them, the way they have to look up to people to be better and better just because of their bodies, and the body shaming and everything that happens, that's not fair. So these ladies, they go there to every New York Fashion Week only to pray for those ladies with them before they go and walk the runway. So there is a space for us in this market. And if that's a market you want to make a difference, go ahead and do it. That's one. Second, I think I spoke so much about the first that I put the two things together. So I'm not sure what the second was about, but if I remember that, I will bring this back because it's super important, right? It's something that really makes a difference. I just want to make sure that I have everybody's names to spin the wheel. I have Grace, Jackie, Joy, Joe, Alicia, Lisa, Claire, Teresa, Shoshana, Janet, Vivi. Can I add myself here? I think I want to add myself as well. Maria is not there. Okay, now I see Maria. Maria, how do you want me to spell your name? I-Y you have. Okay, that's how it goes. Oops. Maria. Okay. Is everybody here now? Vivi is there as well. Okay. So let's see.
Can I just say what I really learned, because I think that a
Sure,
lot of
please.
I mean, one thing that that has always been, like looming around my life is the fact that sometimes I don't think it's fair for me to have so much. I know that sounds dumb, but it is true. And I think that we have to welcome, we have to embrace, and we have to honor our talents, our gifts, and not really feel ashamed if we have a lot of things. Let's just embrace that and honor that and make something with it. Also bless the world or people around us with the talents that have been given to us. And I think that goes hand in hand with beauty and abundance is not godly. I think that we have to really strip that away from our lives, from our thoughts, because abundance and beauty is very heavenly. It is something amazing, and we should just honor that and make it grow and spread it around the world.
Thank you. Thank you.
A quick note too is something that's been mentioned at the beginning, and it's been heard throughout all the sessions, is that, and for me the discovery too has been, we are part of the God, right? And the nature and the colors and the whole world around. What I noticed in myself is I kept my eyes closed to actually see around and associate with me, to just discover who I am. I think right now I got additional advice on to open the eyes and actually see myself, see the God in me and then outside as well. And that will actually help to get to where I'm going. So that's very nice. Thanks so much.
Yes, and tomorrow you're going to see Maria being pinned here because she's going to share with you a little bit about her journey when she went through the image consultation process. So that's going to be nice to hear. Thank you, Maria. Love it. Yes, because actually, like during her consultation, we did not address that this way, right? It's great. So let me share the screen here so you see that I have added everyone, and please tell me if anyone is missing. But there we have, I think everyone is there, right? Okay, can I spin it? 1, 2, 3, there we go. Let's see who get it. And there we go, Joy.
Congratulations.
Amazing, you got it. Well, that's what I call a lucky one, isn't it? All right, so we got it, Joy. Well, Beatrice, what should I do? Should I just like send
I can give you a special code for Joy that you can send her.
Okay.
And then you can just go to the website, Joy, you'll plug that code in and you'll get your free item. So if you have any help, if you need any help, let me know, but it's just take the quiz and it'll give you your selection and choose a jean, a pant, short, whatever you'd like.
I just have one last question for Beatrice. So I'm in between the hourglass and the curvy because it depends on how much weight I have on. And I've been in the process of losing a lot of weight. I've lost over 100 pounds now.
Wow.
What happens? I mean, if I choose one, let's just say I think right now I'm an hourglass, and then my hips are still a little bit too tight. Can I exchange them?
We have free exchanges. And I mean, just so you know, our return rate is half the industry average, which is pretty significant. So usually we get it right the first time. If not, I can put you in touch with a fit specialist. They'll make sure that you get your right size and shape combination, and our exchanges are free, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
And if somebody does happen to need an exchange, after that, only 2% of the people that get their exchange make a return. So that should tell you that the system definitely works.
Okay. It would be just because I'm still trying to get used to my new body. So, sometimes I go and buy clothes, and I buy, that's something that has been happening a lot. I buy clothes without trying them on, and they're either too big or too small. I never get it right because I'm still getting used to it.
Right. It takes time. Yeah, it definitely takes time. And I mean, if anybody has questions after they go through the quiz, Lizzie, feel free to share my email and I'm happy to help or put you in touch with one of our fit specialists, just so you feel 100% confident in your choice. And for the most part, Your shape is usually your shape. And then if you gain or lose weight, you'll just go up or down in size, but we'll help you get your right shape.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good. All right. So ladies, we've been streaming to Facebook Beginning to Win, because now we, like this weekend, I want everyone to really have all of it and not have like that special space only for the VIP. So everybody was welcome to join us. And tomorrow again, I want to remind you, right, that the Dress to Express program is a program that will really take you from this moment to where you want to be regarding your image, right? I will take I will take like some time to talk to you and to address all of the issues and questions that you may have, either like in our DMs, like you can call me and ask questions, or on Monday, I will be here again only to answer questions that you want to ask or that you have asked me, and I'm gonna bring those questions to everyone so that everyone can know and have no doubt about how important it is to really take this step and become the magnet to attract the people that will be your best customers, right? This has been amazing. Tomorrow, we're gonna be here again, but then we're gonna be talking, of course, like to me, I'm a Catholic Christian, so Sunday is the day of the Lord. And that's the day that I go to mass, and that's the day that I talk about him like all day long. Not that I don't do that the other days, you know that I do. But tomorrow we will be talking about elegancia, which is another word in Sanskrit that will teach you so much about the importance of being yourself, looking like the image and likeness of God that you have been created in, and showing the world how great it is to have him as the Lord through the way you look. Okay? Thank you so much. Keep in touch. Check your emails and don't miss out on this opportunity. The next one will not happen anytime soon because I will be offering my international training program to everyone that wants that. So if you want to become an image consultant, that will be for you. Right now, this is for you to have your best image put out there, aligned with your business goals and showing your bellezza. Okay?
Thank you.
Love you all. Have an amazing weekend and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.